Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Mother Nature has decided to show up here, and rain is sure to have an impact on this game. Ball security will come into play, as both teams will have to deal with some very slippery conditions. It's the Giants going up against the Redskins. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout. The offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. All right, let's meet your starters. Matt Jones. What do you have to say, Charles?
Supposed to just be a third down back when he came into the league. He ran so well, it forced everyone to change their opinion. Matt Jones is a 3-down back.
In motion, the tight end. Now the first carry for Matt Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he motions the wide receiver. On third down, Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Damon Harrison in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Manning now on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there. They're bringing up second down. Manning to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free. And brings up third down. Third down and 12. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Throwing is Manning on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
DeAndre Levy is one of those linebackers who makes everyone around him better when he's on the field.
Now Griffin on second down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. On first down, Griffin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, You saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked it. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
11 yards on the pickup, and it's good for a New York first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
A gain of 35 that time. And that'll be good for a Giants first.
You know it's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And here are the defensive starters. In your own position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
Second down now after the pass completion. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. Manning going to try and throw on third down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And look out. I think he's going to go. 30. The 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. Their first drive of the first quarter, throwing the pick, returned into the red zone. Boy, this defense making some noise early.
They certainly are, and the fortunes changed quickly, didn't they? Instead of one team moving it and having a chance for points, now, after the interception, they've set their own team up for a chance to score.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you, and if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there. There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. Kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Jonathan Anderson making the stop.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now Manning throwing on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Manning to throw on second down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a big conversion there on 3rd down. And I remember playing, and all the time on the sidelines, you hear a coach calling for the punt team to get ready on 3rd down because you can't call for it on 4th down. It's too late getting on the field. So a lot of times you're lining up, and the offense can see you lining up. Occasionally it serves as motivation for them. I'm not letting these guys back out here. I want to keep the ball on offense, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Manning. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran corner, D'Angelo Hall. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning now on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 1 man in the backfield. That's Jones. They're going to give it to him running right. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Griffin on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Griffin. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Fresh set of downs here. Brief break in the action here. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
The best defensive lineman. They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They come out here in the eye, and the wideout in motion. So after the INT, it's Manning. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their big tight end. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. and he motions the wide receiver. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In today's football, when receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
That's complete to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Griffin on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Once again, Griffin. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So they test out the secondary with a deep ball, but the defense wins this round.
And everything looked right. Beautiful throw, just unable to connect.
Third down and 5.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
To throw again is Griffin. He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now out come the Giants. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a handoff here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Manning to throw on second down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On play action, it's Manning. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
This is brought in at the 21. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But it certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an offset eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the red zone this time. They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, what a move. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here come the Redskins now. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Griffin down around his goal line. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Second and 10 now. Griffin. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, Griffin. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Well, pop right there. Takes one in the pocket, and on the other end, what looks like it's going to be a completed pass, it's incomplete because of the hit downfield.
A really nice job defensively. You're right, getting to the quarterback, then immediately getting to the wide receiver, causing the incompletion.
That's an aggressive, fast defense that's on its toes right now.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And, oh, this is Beckham remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.O. Moore in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Back now at FedEx Field, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. On 3rd down, Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And taken right at the 35. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go!
And now here's a carry heading left. And a gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Manning to throw on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now Manning throwing on second down. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Manning to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Well, that 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football. And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw is RG3. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now Griffin on first down. A dump underneath to Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And the wideout in motion. On second down, here's Griffin. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Throwing again, Griffin. And he comes back with one complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Here we go. It's Griffin on fourth down. That's complete. It's Brian Quick. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. RG3, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and now it's second down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Charles. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Manning. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Here comes Marshall in motion right. Back to throw. Manning. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time, and it's third down.
Now, that's a pretty play right there, and what I'm thankful for is it wasn't me in that situation, because one of the toughest things about defending the deep ball is not panicking. Because the longer you run with a receiver, you're trying to figure out, am I close to him? Can I make a play on the football? Will I be there when the ball actually arrives, what we call the moment of truth? And in this case, the defender did not panic, stayed right with it, and batted it away.
And this is complete. It's Marshall. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first.